Spying alert! Senators from both parties say VPN services could be instruments of espionage by Russia and China. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Syneidis Cybersecurity News. Wait a second, VPN. In case you don't know what they are, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Is that any clearer? Maybe not. So let me tell you. It's a service that lets you access the web safely and privately by routing your connection through another server and hiding your online activity. It changes your IP address and helps you remain anonymous on the internet. So knowing this, let's get back to the Russian and Chinese VPN conspiracy theory. There is bipartisan interest by US senators to target foreign-owned and foreign-operated VPNs, which they say are often based in, quote, countries that do not share US interests or values, specifically China and Russia. Senators Ron Wyden and Marco Rubio signed a joint letter to the director of the US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. It's a fairly new division of Homeland Security. They are calling for an investigation into whether these VPNs pose a risk to national security. The concern is that some of these services may be registering users' web browsing data and sending them directly to Chinese and Russian intelligence. They say that these foreign applications transmit users' data to servers located in those countries that are interested in targeting US government employees. For what? Well, surely there can be various possible bad purposes associated to that. If you follow a bit the current news, you probably have seen examples of it. And you can bet that it's not just happening in the US. In other countries as well, people and officials are being targeted. So if you're wondering if there really is a risk in using this type of tools, let me tell you, yes. Risks are not only for government and countries, but even for you as a private citizen. Let me explain. In most cases, to use a VPN, you must install software on your device, whether a computer or a phone. This software may come from unknown sources and may present risks to your device and your data. In some countries, it is illegal to use such applications. That's a whole different story, because typically some governments want to spy on their own citizens, and therefore they don't like VPNs. And guess what? You could even imagine that if a country wants to ban VPNs that originate from other countries, that's just because they want to spy on their own citizens as well. So, what about the free VPNs? Maybe worse, some of them might collect your personal information and just sell it to third parties. They're able to read all your data that goes through the internet. Some VPN service providers, again mainly the free ones, act as a man in the middle. A man in the middle is a general term for when a perpetrator positions themselves in a conversation between a user and an application, either to eavesdrop or to impersonate one of the parties, making it appear as if a normal exchange of information is taking place. They can even install malware on your computer. Yes, you heard well, malware, like a Trojan, which disguises itself as a legitimate application and tries to steal your personal data or harm your device. We actually have a blog post that explains in more details what is a VPN and how to use it, and another blog post about how to choose a secure VPN connection. So we'll put the links in the description. Anyway, how about you? Tell me, do you currently use a VPN to protect yourself? And if so, what has been your experience so far? Any trouble? I mean, even if we put aside the risks of hacking for a moment, some people complain that VPN connections can be quite slower than your otherwise unprotected internet connection. Still, in my humble opinion, better slower unprotected than totally at risk. But you can write your own opinion and experience in the comments below. Also, we'd love for you to let us know whether you want to know more about VPNs and how they work. Because if enough of you ask for it, besides the blog articles I mentioned previously, we could do a brand new video to go into more details. So please let us know. And meanwhile, remember, be safe online and offline, and we'll see you soon.